A blob container provides a grouping for a set of blobs. All blobs must be in a container. A storage account can contain an unlimited number of containers, and a container can store an unlimited number of blobs. Let's start by creating a blob container in the Azure portal. This demo requires that you already have a storage account. In the Azure portal, navigate your storage account and then click on Containers. Select Add Container and enter a name. For example, LinkedIn Container 01. The name may only contain lowercase letters, numbers, and hyphens and must begin with a letter or a number. The name must also be between 3 and 63 characters long. Then specify whether data in the container may be accessed publicly. By default, container data is private to the account owner. Use the private to ensure there is no anonymous access to the container and blobs. Use blob to allow anonymous public read access for blobs only. Use container to allow anonymous public to read and list access to the entire container, including the blobs. And last, select Create to create the container. As you can see, LinkedIn Container 01 gets created. Let's create now a second blob container with Azure PowerShell. You can create a blob container with PowerShell using the new azurestorage container command. You can also use the Cloud Shell where all the modules are constantly being updated by Microsoft. Here I define the characteristic of the environment and the resource properties that I need. For example, resource group name, the storage account name, and I will get my storage key and store it in a variable called storage key. I will get my storage context using the new azurestorage context, and I will define my container name as LinkedIn Container 02. And to create a container with Azure PowerShell, I will type the new azurestorage container commandlet followed by the name, context, and the permission set to off to create a private container. Switch back to the Azure portal and hit refresh. As you can see, the second container, LinkedIn Container 02, gets created. That's all the basics you need to know about blob containers.